Hey guys, it's Christine. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about my goals, plans, habits, intentions, and a list of things I want to accomplish in 2024. If you're interested in seeing what that looks like, keep watching. Here we go. So personal, I want to spend more time with family, make time for my friends, and get a passport. I've been inspired watching Liz from Liz and Les with her trip to Australia, and there was talk of a family reunion in 2025 to the Philippines, and I haven't been to the Philippines since I was a child, and now I'm a grandma. And my children have children. One of my kids has a kid. Anyway, so I would like to go to the Philippines. Specifically because my mom is getting older and she wants to visit her remaining family in the Philippines, and I would love to accompany her and just help make that happen. So I think she would still go without me because I think my cousins and my aunts and uncles from SoCal are gonna go, so she would go with them. But I think it would just be an extra added bonus if I could go too. I would like to take my son with me. I don't think my daughter could go, but yeah, so at least the two of us would want to go. Like, I wouldn't leave him behind. For health, I do want to have a mammogram again this year. I think it's important for me to get one every year. My very first mammogram, they did find something, and it turned out to be nothing. Like a secondary mammogram, and they found it was just some density, but they did want to keep an eye on it for for a while, like yearly. So labs, it's really important for me to get my labs. My last one, my A1C was a lot lower than where it was previously, so that was really comforting or validating to know that I'm doing better with my sugar control. I need to get a physical. It's an annual thing. Same thing with the eye exam. They do want to check on my retinas every year. That is part of just having diabetes. You gotta check on your eye health. Yeah. Colonoscopy, again, this is something I want to talk to my new doctor about. I still have to get a new doctor, but I am going to be 47 this year. I believe the new age for colon checks would be like 45 and older. So if not a colonoscopy, then definitely maybe like there's another way. Is it the occult blood sample something just to check your pooper? Self-care. So I really want to get a massage. I would put this in the 24 and 2024, but this is more, I think this is like more important than a mani-pedi, just because of the things that my body goes through in my job. Like, I'm always on my feet. I am, lifting patients or, repositioning them and all that stuff. So I do feel like a massage is a lot more important than just a mani-pedi. Haircut and color. This is more for my, I guess, not my self-esteem, but sort of just how I feel about myself. Like, I feel like when I get a haircut and color, like I feel more vibrant. Yeah. Anyway, therapy, there's that word again. I really would like to consider going to therapy. Gym, I really need to start going, or, maybe walking on my days off, because I really don't do anything on my days off. And so I have like 6 days where I'm averaging 11,000 steps a day, and then the other 8 days I'm like pretty sedentary. Yeah. meditate. I would like to try this again. There are times that I have tried a quick meditation, but it's hard to just pick up when you haven't done it in a while. So I would like to do that again. Finances. This one's fun. I do want to max my Roth for 2023 and 2024. I think I'm going to end up doing the same thing with my 24 Roth as I'm doing with my 2023 Roth, which is to finish it up the following April. One of the reasons being I'm not sure what my gross pay will be this year. It's possible that I might reach the threshold. I don't even remember exactly what the threshold is, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to see how I'm doing probably later in the year to see if I'm approaching that cutoff. In that case, I would have to probably switch to a traditional IRA, but we'll see. I'm just not sure. I don't want to even say that I'm gonna reach that threshold because I really don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I do want to max my 403b. I started contributing probably late in the year last year, so I've got like a couple thousand in there. But the max for the 403b, I believe, is like, is it like 27,000? Don't quote me on that. It's bigger this year, so I do want to contribute to that. Is it like 850 something like that? No, that's not it. Is it 26? 850. Hold on. Oh yeah, 20 each paycheck. So yeah, I think it's like 20. It must be 23,000. So that's what I'm trying to get in my 403b. I do want to increase my emergency fund. As I mentioned earlier, I have that big chunk, my sign-on bonus as my emergency fund. I would like to match that amount in my emergency fund, and that would make me feel much safer. If I leave this job sooner than the 2-year mark, then I would have to forfeit some of that sign-on bonus, and I would just much rather have my own emergency fund money and not even think about that sign-on bonus as something that I'm relying on. I have started a 12-month CD ladder. I was inspired by Jessie. She was doing like, small deposits into a CD ladder every month, and I would really like to build one that's going to act like a rolling emergency fund. So eventually this is going to have like 1 month's worth of expenses. It doesn't right now. It's like nowhere close to a month's worth of expenses, but that is what I'm going to be building towards. So that's that. I do have debt. I have not mentioned this in my previous budgeting videos, and as you guys know, I haven't done a budgeting video in a while. It's been more on my bullet journal, but I will try to gather the courage to do a debt confession video. I know the internet loves a debt confession video, and I'm just sort of like, can I just not mention it and let's just pretend it doesn't exist? But I might have to do this one way or another. I mean, anyway, 100 a month is going to Robo. As I mentioned when I was just going over my 2023 stuff, I did start investing with Ally using a Robo investor. So I do need to meet with a financial advisor. I would like to know what it's looking like for my retirement, for my future, like what else I need to do. Am I setting myself up so that I am able to legally decrease my tax liability? So I know maxing out my Roth will help with that, and I just want to know if there's anything else I could do. Intelligent portfolio, this is still in the background. I'm actually building up some money in my Schwab account to eventually hopefully put in an intelligent portfolio. Otherwise, I might just sink all of that into like an ETF, like SCHD or something. Anyway, so that's that. And money habits, again, limit bulk shopping. I still do this. Like, I'll see a sale and I'm like, oh, I need to get this stuff. And sometimes it's good. Like, sometimes I'm right on pace for what I need, like with, you know, toilet paper and lotion and body wash and shampoos. No, rewind on the shampoos. I actually overdid it with the shampoos. Let's see, but that's kind of part of don't panic buy, because if I find like a good deal on something, and with Costco sometimes those things don't come back, so then I'm like, oh, I need to stock up because I might not have the chance again in the future. So that's something I need to work on. Staying within budget, having several bank accounts and still using my credit cards, sometimes it's just a pain in the butt. So sometimes there is a lag between like when I spend it and when I'm able to pay it back. And so I think I need to do that better, and that will help me stay within my budget. But at the same time, I do fall back into the thinking of, oh, well, like that credit card is not due until such and such date, and I'm going to get paid again before then. So I can I can pay for this now and, like, you know, I'll pay it back later. I need to do I need to do better not to put myself in that situation, but I am like staying within budget, probably within like $100. And so I am still able to pay it off before like interest accrues, so there is that. So I still need to do better though. I still would like to automate transfers. I feel like I used to do a lot better with these, not during my time on YouTube, but beforehand. When I was doing cash budgeting, because all my bills were just automated, and now they're not. Because now I have several accounts and everything just kind of disperses, but I have to do it manually because I don't know. I need to find a good system how to fix that. Kiddos, again, I do want to start a trust with my kids as beneficiaries. I want to write a will. I want to get life insurance. I do have life insurance through my employer, but again, it's tied to my employer. So while I am this age, like, I will never be younger than what I am now. So I do want to find life insurance so that I can get on that and not have it tied to my employer. I would like to start a 529 for my grandbaby. One of my friends has her 529s for her kids paid for by grandparents, and I know that's been able to help them a lot. And I know I heard there were some changes in how that's calculated in the financial aid application for the kids nowadays. So all that to say, I do want to start a 529 for my grandbaby, and, you know, put a little bit something in there now and then, and, you know, on birthdays and Christmas and stuff like that. And so while they're still a baby, it could be, you know, growing a little bit. And by the time they're 18, if they decide not to go to college, I believe you can roll it into like a Roth. So that would be nice. Like, that would be a great way for them to have something to start with, like, for their future. I wish somebody did that for me, and I wish I had done that for my kids, but since you can't rewind to the past, I am looking to the future for my grandbaby. But last but not least, I have the career. I have an ER book that I bought. I need to read through it. I would like to refresh and study. There's a lot of things that I really need to study and just have more confidence in. Right now, I'm sort of task oriented, and I do use my critical thinking skills, but I think the more I know, then the more I would be able to think things through systematically. I would like to take a preceptor class. I'm sort of at that stage where they're looking at me to, and it's not just me, I'm just saying nurses in general, plus I have my bachelor's in nursing, so then usually they look to you as leadership potential. So I would like to take a preceptor class so that I am ready when I am called upon to be a preceptor. Teaching is not my strong point, mainly because I still doubt myself, and so I have a hard time teaching other people when I'm still doubting myself. I hope that makes sense. I would like to be in the yellow zone, or I would like to be trained to be in the yellow zone this year. Not necessarily right now, but you know, towards like after my 1 year mark, I would like to be considered to train for yellow zone. I would like to take I want to get certified in my TNCC, so I think that's trauma nursing. Is that critical care? I don't know. I just put the number of CEUs, that is, it's gonna be 19 and a half CEUs, and then ENPC, gosh, I don't know what that stands for, but it's like pediatric. Is it emergency nursing pediatric care? I don't know. When I'm editing, I'll like put it down on the bottom if I remember, and that's worth 18.25 CEUs. So that will put me on track to have enough credits to renew my nursing license. The great part is I'm paid to take this class, so while I'm there, they're going to be paying me hourly at my base rate, and they're also going to be paying for it. So this usually costs money to get certified, to take the certification class, but because my employer offers it, they're going to be paying it. So that's cool. So that is it for my goals, plans, habits, intentions, and lists of things to accomplish in 2024. Tell me what you think. What goals or plans, habits do you have like lined up for this year? Do you believe in New Year's resolutions? I don't really believe in those, so that's why I have this, and that's why I have like the whole year to do it, and there's not like a set like thing that I have to do, like, you know, like right now. It's sort of just stuff I want to do all throughout the year. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around. Keep an eye out for my next video where I talk more about money, and hopefully I get my budget up sometime this week. I hope you guys are having a great day, great week, great month, and great year so far, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.